Well, I can't believe I'm saying this. You all know how I have felt about Apex Trader in the past, but today we got a little bit of something different for you guys. We're going to cover that in this video, but before we do, fam, we're live right here at the New York Open, day trading the NASDAQ. You see my green days, my red days, my full tilt moments, everything that involves me as a trader. You see live right here on YouTube, so smash that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button for your boy. It's a free way to support the channel. Just gets a video out to more people. Also, if you want to skip the eval stage, go straight to a funded account. TradeFi is running 35% off their straight to funded accounts. It's a March Madness special. Use code JN to lock in that deal. Guys, with that said, let's get in the video. So we all know that I had issues with Apex in the past. I made videos about them. I haven't really been a big fan of Apex, right? But now we got something a little bit different for you. It's like hell froze over. I am now trading some Apex accounts. I decided to give them a shot and see if I could get a payout with them. What I did was I got 5 Apex 50K accounts and traded them all this week. And we're going to share my screen and go over some stats. And what I'm going to talk about is how I got these passed, what I did essentially, and what my plan is moving forward with them. So I got the 50K accounts with Apex here. You can see here total P&L. This is for this week. Right, this week I took 2 days to pass these accounts, $3,313. All 5 of them are passed. Total of trades was 21. Average trade time was 1 minute. Longest trade time was 4 minutes. My win percentage on these accounts was 80%. We had a great win rate, right? We had a really solid win rate. You can see total profit was 5,780. Total loss was 2,650. So we had a couple losers, but overall, my largest winning trade was 1,000. My largest losing trade was 1,200, right? And so the R&R is really there. It's kind of just a one-to-one for these accounts. But really what I did and the big focus on these accounts was I was just trading 10 points, right? I was taking 10 points at a time on the NASDAQ and I was getting 10 points just like that, super fast. Now, my stops were tight. I was allowing my stops to reflect what I was going for in the NASDAQ. But I was just taking 10 points, letting those add up to base hits and ultimately allowing me to pass the accounts, and my win percentage, shows for the profit on them. But I realized that with Apex, they have the intraday trailing drawdown. And so it's like, you can't allow trades to go massively in your favor and then turn red on you. And then you go on tilt and try to get it back because that intraday trailing drawdown is going to tap you out like that. And so the plan that I had for these accounts was take profit at the peak of my P&L. So I set a point value that I wanted to hit. It was 10 points, sometimes a little more. There were some that I did 13 to 15 points on, but I set a take profit at a 10 to 15 point range essentially. And once price tapped that, it taps me out. And so on those winning trades, my intraday trailing drawdown was never even close to being hit because I was taking profit at the peak P&L point of my trades. There's another trader that actually does this as well as trades by Matt. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen him on YouTube, but he does the same thing. He takes, take profits at 10, 15 points or whatever, but it's always at the peak of the P&L to where the intraday trailing drawdown, you're not getting closer and closer to it. You're actually keeping a safe distance from getting tapped by that, which ultimately I think is a very solid strategy. Now, going forward, now that these are passed, all right, we got these account passed, we have 5 Apex accounts. We're going to follow the exact same strategy. Obviously, we have to make sure that our stop losses are tight, that they reflect the point value that we're wanting to get, which is that 10 to 15 point range. But we're going to continue to set those take profits in that 10 to 15 points and just let those base hits stack up. Because it's, you catch a momentum trade, you're going to get 10 points easy, right? Or you wait for your strategy to set up, whether it be a VWAP balance, initial balance failure, bear flags, bull flags, whatever, you're going to get your 10 points, right? You can get it fairly quickly. And so you just do that over and over again, have the discipline to let the market take you out at the top, take profit, and do it consistently. Those base hits add up super fast. And when you're on 50K accounts, I think even personally trading a mini on a 50K account is a lot. But if you're doing that on these 50Ks, you're going to protect yourself from blowing the accounts. And you're also going to protect yourself from that intraday trailing drawdown that can catch up to you pretty fast when a trade goes in your favor and then massively against you. But I did say at the beginning of this year that I was going to be funded with Tradeify. I was going to be funded with Top Step, Take Profit, and Apex. We were funded with Top Step. We did end up losing that XFA. Unfortunately, I went on tilt one day. It was a bad day. We did lose our Top Step XFA, but we are funded with Tradeify, and now we are funded with Apex. Now we are going to work on take profit and get funded with them. And we're just going to continue to stack funded accounts and take base hits in all of them. But if you're thinking about getting Apex accounts and you really want to find a way to pass these accounts without getting blown away by the intraday trailing drawdown, make sure you are setting take profit levels, right? If you're going for 10 to 15 points, make sure you have a take profit level set there, a resting order to take profits. That way, when it does hit that price, it doesn't go against you, right? And that intraday trailing drawdown gets closer and closer, right? You're taking profit at the peak point of your P&L. And so that keeps you at a safe distance away from that intraday trailing drawdown. But we're going to keep this video short and sweet, fam. This is a whole new journey. We know we had issues with Apex in the past, but now we are trying to turn over a new leaf with Apex and trading their accounts. And we'll see if we get these accounts to a payout. We'll continue to document the journey the whole entire way, family. Like this kind of content, smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, get more daily content, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.